This one is from my one and only true love, Princess Peach. Peach, you're so cool. And with my star, we're gonna rule. Peach, understand, I'm gonna love you till the very end. Peaches, 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 peaches. I love you. Peaches, 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 peaches. I love you. Oh.
If I die tomorrow, I hope you hear these words. I ain't here to flip no birds or sip no serve. Hope the future generations can get this urge. Stay woke, youngin', and avenge these nerds.
Whose idea was that?
up?
Whose idea was
deserve
that?
it.
Who idea is any of that? It's always Seabass.
What? Why? Why?
You deserve the
The
copyright
song's a
strike.
banger, and it's trending on Spotify.
It is,
A
but
banger?
the copyright
Wow.
strike is gonna be fun.
Eh,
Oh yeah, we're gonna get slapped with
We're
copyright
not.
so fast.
I mean, that's if we were a
'Cause
monetized
yes,
channel.
yes, we are. Yes, no, yes,
Yeah,
we
no,
are,
we'll
because
definitely get flagged.
Nintendo
Don't play.
is notorious,
Mhm.
notorious
Well,
for
if you
anybody. It don't care who you are.
well, if you're watching the live, you got to. If you're watching the live, you got to enjoy it on the live. But if you're watching anything else, I mean, I could just edit that out. That's beautiful. Well. Damn, did I
It's the
freeze?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
you
frozen
sure
sure
did.
state.
did. You sure did.
Okay, I'll be back.
Nintendo found
No,
where
you're
you
back.
are.
You're back.
I'm back.
They
There we go.
found, they found you.
Yes.
They threw.
They found
threw
me.
blue
They
shell at
found
you.
me. Yeah, they're right outside my door. They send their
It's a
FBI
banger.
agents. I love it. Oh no, well actually that's the song that won the poll because we put out a poll on YouTube in our community section asking what was the song that sticks in your head the most? Was it the Family Guy Bird is the Word, Surfing Bird, or was it Peaches? And Peaches won. And that's why I did that.
That was the comparison. That's the options you gave.
Well, that was the two options, and Family Guy was close, but Peaches won. It was Peaches.
Okay. What was the vote
So
total
bad. The
though?
bird is the word is awful.
No, we don't even.
The vote
Those are the
total
real
out of
questions. It's a
Out
close
of-
vote. You can't tell you.
Can't-
6
Uh-huh.
votes. It was only 6 votes, and Peaches
An
won.
exhaustive study,
Absolutely.
wide-ranging sample
Spatter.
size.
Why you had to ask that, Pong?
That's 6 votes. I mean, if you go to the community there, I'm just throwing stuff up there for votes. So
There you
it won, Peaches. And I got it stuck in Jesse's head too. I just played the video and this every time it's just like Peaches, and that's it. It just stays in your head.
Jesus, it does. It does.
So it's in the same cadence or chords or however music people say it of Rickroll of Never Gonna Give You Up, apparently.
Yeah.
Really? I thought.
So
it was
essentially it's a Rickroll.
a- It's not an Elton John.
Yeah. Yeah. What?
I
No,
got
people kept
total
telling me
Elton
about
John
how it's
vibes. No. I
Hold
mean,
on.
behind the
I don't think it's
piano,
the
he
same
had the
chord.
glasses, he had the suit. I got Elton John vibes. No, I thought it was. I don't know.
think
Maybe.
that's.
I don't know
I'll have to-
nothing.
I'll have to
I
look
know
again.
I did
nothing.
see an article about the Rickroll thing though. I
So
did see
it
that.
says-
the law is
Probably.
not just pulling that out of his ass.
Anyone else noticed that Jack Black's Peaches from the Super Mario movie uses the same chords and is in the same key as Rick
Oh, I don't
Astley's
know
Never Gonna
nothing
Give You
about-
Up?
No, it's not.
It could be.
Oh, yeah, here comes-
I
Here
don't know
comes
nothing
our
about
DJ.
music.
I
Okay, but
only,
it isn't.
I
Because
only
if you
know
don't
this
know,
because
now
of-
you know, right?
Because,
Paul?
of, because
That's what I'm saying.
I'm only trusted because Tommy, our resident music expert, confirmed.
Funny. Ha ha ha.
I'll have to listen to it again now. Damn it.
I mean,
Hold on,
maybe
am I
a
on a delay
slowed
again?
version. A little bit, yes.
Yo, what is up with everybody's like setups today?
What's that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
there's a bit of a delay there.
Oh, it's
should
mine?
we do?
All right.
Yo, should we do announcements before?
Well,
Seabass gets back?
we
Playing.
wanna
we're-
bring our guest on,
I'm
no?
your live action
Okay.
Kung Fu Hustle right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
There it is.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my god.
There it is again.
I will be right back.
Okay.
Yo, what is?
I'm sure our guest will be here,
So
but
yeah.
I will be right back.
Okay.
I'll run through announcements, guys. Subscribe.
Go for it.
Too late, Sebastian. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and subscribe to all our channels where we post out live updates on socials every once in a while when we're more active on social than we should be. The Medusa's Cascade podcast every Saturday. We just dropped a new live actual play. We are literally like an episode away from a dragon fight. So have fun with that. Go check out the Medusa's Cascade for more. Check out Koncrete Kombat. Do you think?
Koncrete Kombat. Actually, Chapter 2, Part 2 just dropped today on Patreon for those who are subscribing. Chapter 2, Part 2 introduces Beatrice, aka the Jackal. So she makes her fun appearance, this long-awaited appearance. She is actually the daughter of Kyver in this series. So you get to meet her in this part. This great part that it came out with. Thanks to George Medina for the letters. Yeah, Koncrete Kombat Chapter 2, Part 2 is out now.
And then we'll hit Val. Val, where can we hit you on?
Oh, every Saturday, TV T.E.A.V. I said it back. No, T.E.A.V. T.E.A.V. acronyms. Saturdays live on YouTube. 6 to 8 Eastern Standard Time. Thank you. This week we're gonna be talking Girl Crush. That's the top name of this week's episode. It's gonna be interesting and a lot of twists and weird stuff. Yeah.
Pong, where can we catch you?
Well, as a matter of fact, you can catch me every Monday and Friday night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, right there at twitch.tv/SynShop. You can join all of us other makers as we work on video projects, work on robot fights, work on autonomous robots, do all kinds of crazy stuff with electronics, and you can join in the fun without even having to buy it. Lucky. But yeah, that's on 7:30 p.m. twitch.tv/SynShop.
Yeah, buddy.
I am on Twitch on Thursdays at 6 p.m., Sundays at 4 p.m. Pew Pew with Law and Crew, all that good fun stuff. We just hit 200 followers. I'm getting close to my 2-year affiliate anniversary, so I'm doing something in May to kind of combine both those milestones. Be on the lookout for those after I come back from San Francisco.
And finally, we want to give a shout out to Catch the Craze. They were just on earlier.
I was just gonna have you plug that away because we got Mr. Catch the Craze himself in the building.
What we got in the building?
One half of the Dream Team.
One half of the Dream Team. He's like, are you ready,
Mr. Sam Vera?
Woo! Hey. Oh wait! Oh wow! We both hit it. We both hit it.
I was good. I was on it.
I didn't even know you had to figure.
I was ready with peaches.
Sammy, what is up?
What's up, nerds in the house? What's up? Glad to be here. Sam, Catch the Craze podcast, host with the most. Yeah, I'm one half of the dream team. George is the dreamer. I'm the crazy man. So, but yeah, glad to have you and May on the show. Thank you guys.
Well, no, man, you've been running well. You guys were on earlier. You while going to technical difficulties yourself, watching Aniba trying to hit the launch button. And also too, you've been on the road. So you were actually at Puerto Rico Comic Con. How was that, man?
Yo, man,
I'm super jelly. I've always wanted to go.
Oh man, I mean, it was tough. It was number one, tough doing it by yourself, right? And tough logistically transporting all that stuff by yourself. It was if you go to the Art of Samuel on my YouTube channel, you'll see the entire vlog of the entire thing. Rooster poops when I introduce myself to him. It rains on my booth inside a convention center. The rain's coming down on my booth. I had a prime location, so they had to move me. But they wouldn't help me move. So I had to move it by myself. And this little girl comes over and helps me carry my table because all these big security guards wouldn't help me. It was crazy. But it was, financially, I took an L. But from a network standpoint, my art channel got 36 subscribers from Puerto Rico. Nice. There's 100 people carrying my books that didn't have it before.
There you go.
So and my social media, I got a lot of followers, and my website's been on fire. But from that point on, from exposure, it was great financially. Nah, I took a loss on that. But I wanted to do it. I wanted to see what it was like out there. You can't use Squarespace in Puerto Rico. So I learned the hard way after the third transaction saying rejected. I was like, does everybody have bad cards out here? And then when I looked it up, it says no, you have to use an app that's used with Banco Popular. And I was like, so unless they had PayPal or cash. So I lost a lot of sales because I didn't have the Banco Popular app. So that hurt me. But the people were amazing. But if you go to Puerto Rico, you have to be an anime artist because you kill it out there. A manga anime artist, and cosplay is king out there. So they're huge on that. Traditional comic book artists, unless you're a big name, the little guys, you really got to work because you're competing with these. I mean, I had a girl next to me. She was killing it, and she was an anime artist, and she was on fire. And I was encroaching on her line because I was giving out my these trading cards for free. Just to come over, talk to me. Just talk to me, and you'll get this for free. A samurai duty, and so that's how I was able to work it. So people who had 3-day passes, they came back on the second or third day. It's like, yo, I saw this. I went to your website. Yo, I want to get your book. So that worked out for me that way.
Nice.
It was worth the experience. It was painful. 250 pounds lugging 4 pieces of luggage by myself, walking 2 blocks around the convention center. The hustle was real. But I don't regret it. I did it once. It's over and done with. I'm not going back as a manga artist. So
what's the current scene? Because you're still doing cons like in the States, and now you're doing cons over Puerto Rico.
Coming up in Texas this month.
So like compared to like pre-pandemic and now, like is it like night and day, or is it like slowly starting to get back?
Oh, this place was jammed. It was a convention center. So it was like, all right, the convention center is huge. I don't know. Did you guys go? Remember when New York Comic Con first kicked off in New York City?
No.
I think it was like 65,000 people that first year. That's what this was. It was 65,000 people. It was packed. But so there nobody, and there was no COVID restrictions. They were really just scanning you for weapons. So you had to go through security check and get scanned and all that. I was like, yo, even me, I'm an exhibitor. So it was like, even you, Poppy, come here. I was like, damn. They were hassling your boy, and they no love for the little guys. Unless you're the big boy, your Mata Goya, your Fanta, who had all these big giant booths. They no love for who are you? You're from where? Get out of here. So so it was very humbling, but no, it was packed. And I've done 7 shows last year in Texas, and they were all crowded. So we're not feeling it. And in 12 days, I'll be at the Central Texas Comic Con in Waco, Texas, and that's a big event. It has I think 25,000-30,000 people. So I'm just excited to be in the game, because that's where my audience is. It's not on Kickstarters. My audience is the people you can talk to and connect with, and and tell stories with and learn about them. I met 4 people who subscribed to my art channel in Puerto Rico. They were like, yo, we love your vlogs. You tell it like it is. You share the real story. Most people hype it up but you share the ins and outs. Like if you watch the new episode I just put up, your boy took it now. You see me. It was that Rocky fight with the black eye. It was rough. And I didn't hold it back. I didn't paint any phony pictures. It is what it is, because people need to know if you're an aspiring creator and you want to get into the game, it's hard. It ain't easy.
No, I'm glad you said, because I was on Bitten Apple last night, and it was on the 4-Letter Nerd last week, which you guys can see in the description. And that's really, it was a common theme to talk about that, like Kickstarters, because a lot of people over the pandemic turned to Kickstarters to fund their books. A lot of people, and it's just that a lot of people forget that you also got to go out there and meet people. It's about the marketing line, and it is about taking the L sometimes. It was a big L you took going out there to Puerto Rico, because you're not the first creator I've heard who's taken that L, but have stated that it was great to get the connections that you did, because it's you've heard it's a big scene out there. Yeah,
I remember sitting down. I'm in the bathroom talking to God. I'm like, oh God. I said, how many times I'm going to take this loss, God? And he's like, is there a bright side, son? I was like, I got some subscribers, so I'm trying to find the positive, as I'm wallowing. I'm drinking a bottle of wine. I'm wallowing.
Get off the toilet when you're talking to me. It's just Get off the toilet.
Well,
Get out of the
I was at my lowest. So where else are you gonna feel at your lowest than in that bathroom? So I'm like,
what did you eat, man? Good grief.
Nothing. I was just sitting there. No, I went to go brush my teeth, and I just sat there, and I was just like, God, say, how did I get here? Why didn't I see the signs, God? You know what I mean? Why am I so stubborn? All those things. And he's like, son, this is what you got to do if you want to get to the mountaintop. I'm like, all right. He's like, get back in the ring and take that L. I was like, all right. I was like, that guy hits hard. He's like, just go in there. I was like, all right.
But here's another positive: the food. I'm pretty sure you're hitting the food.
No, dude. First of all, so because I went by myself, I stood at the hotel by the convention center, which happens to be the Sheraton. It ain't cheap, right? So the food was like $40 for, I was like, oh hell no. So I got me a chicken Caesar salad or chicken wings and fries every day. So I said, forget about the cuisine, because I already took a loss at the airport for my luggage, because they, I had 4 pieces.
You're in the motherland and you didn't get like Rafongo, or you didn't get
Nope, dude. If you watch the vlog, you'll understand why. So from carrying all that stuff, setting up the booth, I actually gave away fixtures because I couldn't pay for that stuff to come back. So there was the anime girl next to me. I gave her my gridded fixtures that, where you create the frames and you hang all your prints on. I gave her the box. I said, do you want this? She's like, for free? I said, yeah. I was just offloading stuff because it was just too expensive. It was $150 for an extra luggage. I was like, forget this. I said, I already took a loss. I'm not going to keep adding to my loss. And then what I did was, instead of checking in 3 bags, I took a carry-on that was 75 pounds. I loaded that sucker up. And so I was like, because they don't weigh the carry-on. And I was like, forget this. I'm going, so I had to make some really hard decisions when I was out there. And then, I gave away 5 graphic novels because the weight. I was like, you know what? I gave one to a Marine. He was going off to duty. I was like, yo, thank you for your service. I gave it to him. I gave it to a girl who bought a print. And she was in love with the print that I did. So I was like, you know what? Here. So because I gave it to her, she bought every cover of Disney in my toilet. Wow. I was like, I wasn't doing it for anything but other than saying, thank you for your support. So I was like, awesome. and then the guy and his girlfriend that helped me move my stuff, I gave them a book, So I was like, one of those things. I was like, you know what? Boom, boom, boom. I already took a loss. It's all right, So I'm not counting any more losses. It is what it is. But it was fun. I mean, as far as just connecting with the people from Puerto Rico, everybody was really nice outside of the convention people. Everybody was nice. The people were nice. They were fantastic stories. The families were great. And everybody, it's like if there was 10 guys, 3 of them were dressed as Monkey D. Luffy. it was like, what the hell? And that was the one print I didn't bring with me. And I had it at home. I was like, because I had 50 prints. I was like, I don't need that one. And then when I got this, like, son of a, I was like, yo, only my anime prints sold, which is duty as like Dash or duty as all these anime characters. Those are the ones that sold. The other ones, they loved the artwork. They wanted the anime stuff, the manga stuff. Yeah. So if you're a manga artist, you'll kill it out there. If you love cosplay, that's the place to go because those cosplayers do it big. They do it real big out there. The costumes were legit. Yeah, that was fun.
Nice.
Yeah, I figure if I ever go out there, I'm gonna take Javier's advice. Javier, when he was like, I just shipped my stuff to family. That's what I'm gonna do, just ship it to family out there. But no, Sam, I'm gonna give you time now because you're also plugging away because duty is back. So let's give you that solo spot right there. So
snaps.
Plug away duty.
So
plug that duty away.
If you have never met Duty, his name is Dudarius Uranus. His name is Duty. He's from the planet Uranus. He crash lands on Earth because he's trying to live up to his father's expectations. He gets to Earth. He has survived the wildlife. He gets into a house. There's a Chihuahua named Herman who thinks he's a talking jalapeno. There's a boy named Bobby who thinks he saw something in the toilet trying to prove to his father. He partners with his buddy Patrick. They're both gamers, and they're trying to figure out how to catch this thing. The father's the butt of all jokes with his buddies at work because they think he's losing his mind. The government sending their best agent Doe to track down this UFO and this alien, this extraterrestrial. They're rounding up all the witnesses who just happen to be wolves and bears and turtles. What's up with that, right? The emperor of Uranus is like, yo, where's my son? And General Goatee's like, oh, that's right. We sent him on a fool's errand. to Earth. So now he has to go and find duty. So all worlds are coming in. And in this graphic novel, it's 140 pages. It's full color. It is action. It is comedy. If you haven't picked up this name in my total, you can get it now, all 5 issues in one big collected edition. And if you back and get a physical copy this week, you will get for free this sketch cover edition of Duty's Monsters on Planet Cthulhu, which is issue number 1. If you've never read Duty's Monsters on Planet Cthulhu, you have to read it. It's the first spin-off series where Duty is back at home. This is After Earth, because that's a mini-series. He's back on Uranus, and he's in class talking to his buddies, and he's like, yo, I'm bored. And they're like, well, you know what? Some of our people have been disappearing in the outer rim, and there's some creature named Cthulhu. Like, Cthulhu, what is a Cthulhu? So he goes off half with it. He's just a teenager. He doesn't know what he's doing, to go face this creature that's supposed to be locked up on Earth under the ocean. How is he in another planet? So the only way to find out is by backing the book. You'll get the graphic novel, and you get this free, signed by me, if you do that between now and Saturday. So let's get that bad boy funded. We're 90% there. Got 16 days to go. I hope you join the ride. If you have kids, they'll love it too. If you have, it's a great birthday gift. It's a great wedding gift. If you got comic lovers, it's also a great Christmas gift. You want to start doing it now. Just saying.
Again, Alien in my toilet. How's my audio coming in now?
Really good.
Perfect. All right. Yeah. Technical issues today. Technical Tuesday. No, guys. Alien in my toilet. Sam has had. You've had a few successful Kickstarters. Alien in my toilet's been killing it. You've been on the show a few times already. Looking at your Kickstarter numbers right now. 30 backers. 100. A little less than 100 away from fully funded. Yes, so guys, the link is in the description. Make sure you guys are getting that in there. Alien in my toilet. It's been a great series. Again, Sam Vera has been here before, plugging it away, and the series continues to go on and go on and go on. And Sam delivers, as you can see, especially from the Puerto Rico story, man. You deliver, you do it for the fans, and you do it for the love of everything that you do, everything Duty.
Yeah, thank you. And if you're going to be in Texas, I'm going to be at a book signing on Free Comic Book Day. Where's the name of that place? I got to remember it. But it's on that logo. I'll put it in the chat. But I'll be signing free copies of Designated in My Toilet, in-store signing with my friend Paul Gomez. He'll be signing copies of his books. So we're going to be hanging out together. Free Comic Book Day. Check us. That will be there all day. So nice. And if you come over along with buying my book, you're going to you get a free trading card just for coming over. Free Comic Book Day. So everybody walks away with something. Even if you don't buy something, you'll get that trading card just to come over and say hi.
Nice.
There we go. Sam's killing it again, bro. Again, we always welcome you to the show, and seeing of it that you love characters and everything. Today's episode is about Super Mario. So before we get into it, guys, make sure make sure you go to the description, subscribe to and support Alien in My Toilet. The link is in the description, as well as if you're in Texas, Sam's appearance is there as well. So I put the dates out there.
Where in Texas, by the way? That was the other question.
All right, so I'm gonna be in Waco, Texas, at the Central Texas Comic Con, and then I'm gonna tell you right now, at the I will be at where is it? Here it is, Geek Out. I'm gonna be at Geek Out Comic Book and Collectibles, doing my book signing. I'll put the link I'll send you guys the link. And so I'll be there with Paul Gomez. We'll be there. Free Comic Book Day, which is a Saturday. We'll be there at 9 a.m. from opening until they kick us out. So we'll be there all day. So we'll be behind a table, and our books will be available.
Super dope.
Killing it, bro. You're killing it, man.
Trying, brother.
But have we all seen the Super Mario movie?
Yes,
we have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Indeed, we have.
Yeah, we do.
Peaches?
The things I do for you.
Peaches.
Wait,
by the way,
Val, did you not see it?
No, I watched it.
Oh, I was gonna say,
I watched it.
So
I was gonna make a comment about last week, but I'll just let it rock. It's okay.
Wait, last week.
Did you watch it?
No.
You watch? You still haven't watched that movie?
No.
D&D? No
Yeah.
D&D for you.
You
didn't release it?
D&D?
What?
She didn't see Dungeons and Dragons. That's fine. That's
She's trying so hard to not get hooked on that D&D bandwagon.
Listen, Vox Machina is enough, and I didn't even know they were D&D until you guys told me.
Listen, we're gonna get a D&D game. It's gonna be Val, Pong, and Sam on the team. That's it.
I'm up for it.
She still doesn't want to play. She's being a hater.
I'm not
But
being a hater. I just really can't invest in something new, and I don't want to.
I have played one game of Dungeons and Dragons in my life, and it got like screwed up by a guy that knew the end of the campaign we were playing, and but I would still be willing to play another game.
listen, if you're going to invest in something new in your life, invest into Sam's Kickstarter and invest into Duty.
There you go.
There you
I
go.
was actually looking at the packages he has. I invested
I love
last
it.
time, so I'm gonna. Just
Remember, you get a physical pledge, you'll get Through These Monsters. You get 2 books. You get a graphic novel and the first edition of Through These Monsters. Because that, when I finish There's the End of My Toilet, the series, I go right into Through These Monsters, the series.
Nice.
Now, I want to open the floor for Pong because
Uh-oh.
Pong was funny.
Pong was funny.
Tell,
Okay,
tell us how you felt about this movie.
Okay. Well, so I don't know if this is going to be quite the hot take you're looking for here, because actually that's kind of my thing with this movie. It is the best example that I can recall of high quality to low give a damn. Because I could tell that the graphics were great, the music was great, the acting was it was fine. You know, it was good. And if I was 8 years old, I probably would have freaking loved it. I probably would have had the best time of my whole life. However, I was just like, yeah, that was fine. You know, about on Morpheus tier, or Morbius. You know, it was like, they did the thing. Good for them. And that's where I was. So I will most likely be the most contrarian take tonight, which I probably should have gone second, because I'm setting the bar really, really low here. But yeah, no, I watched it and I was like, that was yeah, they did the thing. But again, it was. I think another thing too is I never had a Nintendo growing up. I had a Wii when everybody else did, right?
He was already an adult then.
Was that?
He was already an adult then.
I was already an adult then, exactly. Yeah. So I didn't grow up with Mario the way that a lot of other people did. I was PC gamer before PCs were PCs. I was a Commodore VIC-20 gamer, right? And then from there into the IBM stuff. But so I didn't have that kind of background. But again, the movie did what it needed to do. It was good, you know. And again, if I was under the age of, 12, I would have freaking loved it. It was a very basic one. And actually, you know what? It brought back a thing that I didn't know that I didn't miss. The plot line of a woman as the prize. I hadn't seen that in a while. And I was kind of glad it was gone. And now it's here again. Because I didn't really care for that. Like the prize is that Bowser gets to marry Peaches.
They never really elaborate on in the game of why he kept kidnapping her until like later
Thank God.
in the movie.
If you've played Mario Odyssey, he definitely has tried the exact same thing, and with the white suit and all in Mario Odyssey, and also in 3D World. So I, unlike Pong, Nintendo baby all the way, like from the original Nintendo to Super Nintendo to N64 to the GameCube, Game Boy systems, as well as Wii U, 3DSs, and anything else that I could possibly get my hands on in Nintendo. With that said, I enjoyed this movie very much. It was very nostalgic, cute. Again, if I was much younger, I probably would have loved it. Very good nostalgic scenes. I like seeing the Donkey Kong thing with him throwing the barrels. There was parts where he brought out the cat suit, which is from Mario 3D World, which was freaking awesome. I was pleasantly surprised how they spun the voice thing very early in the movie, and it didn't bother me anymore for some reason. It was like, oh, okay, and it worked for me. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Sam, you got to see the movie, right?
Aw.
Oh damn! We don't want to spoil it.
No, that's fine because I probably won't see it until it comes out on TV.
I could send you the hood release link.
You have one?
I do.
I think we do.
I do.
Well, say if you don't want spoilers, we'll give you the out, and you can take a graceful goodbye.
That would be dope.
So
what that got me was the Peaches song, and I was like, "Damn it, I didn't get to see it." Because when you said me that you were going to talk about it, I was like, "Oh, it's still in the theaters." I was like, "Oh, okay, I can't watch it." So yeah. But
Okay,
I
so
do
wait a minute.
appreciate this time. I don't want to hear the spoilers. I do appreciate the time with all of you guys. You know, hey,
Wait,
violence is
don't
not the
go.
answer.
I got a question for you though. I want to see this. I want to see if this works the way I think it will in my head. Sam, based solely on what you've heard, what do you think happens in Super Mario Brothers? Just guess.
He doesn't get peaches.
So far, so good. How does the movie start?
No clue.
No, yeah, you do. Come on, man. Super Mario Brothers story, generic Super Mario Brothers story.
He's running.
They start in Brooklyn.
Oh, that one is. Oh, he's Italian.
With that.
Hey.
Yeah,
And then-
Italian plumber.
And then how does he get into the rest of the world? How does he get into the world?
How do you expect him to know this?
I
if
don't
he
know.
didn't
I'm not
watch
an
it?
aficionado.
Because it's the standard Super Mario Brothers story. That's where I'm going with this.
Oh, you know what? I didn't have Nintendo.
Oh, okay. All right. So you and I are on the same page then. Okay.
Yeah. I had
That's it. I won't keep doing that.
I'm old school.
Sam,
Sam.
I'll send you the hood release, Sam.
Yeah, send me the hood release. But yeah, it was great seeing all you guys again. I can't wait to have you guys back on our show. And much success to all of you guys. I would subscribe again, but I already subscribed. And I subscribed to you, V. So yeah, that's already done. Congratulations to all of you guys, and much love. Peace out.
Peace out, Sam.
Later, Sam.
So there's an alien mental, but yeah, no, So I'm gonna give a comparison. So you have the older Super Mario Brother movies where it was like Donkey Kong, no, not Donkey Kong, the dinosaurs and everything that they did, like they with Mario, Luigi Mario, played by John Leguizamo. How would you compare that with this one now?
Why would you?
I don't know.
What kind of question is that?
Yeah,
that's like saying I want you to compare the live action Street Fighter movie to the incredible 90s animated Street Fighter movie.
It's still a movie.
No.
That's not the same.
It's
They're
still
not
a movie.
the same. They're not the same.
Well, in
They're
terms
not
of
the
game
same.
adaptation, what one? What?
No, still not the same because
No.
video game movies were trash in the 90s and trash up until very recently. So, no. And like, listen, to Pong's point, I think I went into this note because you read all the articles and everyone's like having their gripes and their issues. And I kind of went into this movie like, what the fuck do we expect? This movie is created with Nintendo plus Illumination, which means their target audience is kids.
Great
and
point.
Sure, there's going to be a couple Easter eggs for us as fans of Mario, but it's targeted for kids. And so like that's how I went into it. My two kids loved the shit out of that movie. They loved the Peaches song. They were having a great time. It was one of those movies where it's like, I don't care if I have to go at 7:00 to see this movie because this is a kids movie. I don't care. My kids are going to be noisy. I don't care. It's a fucking kids movie. So I'm coming at 7 with my kids, and don't be annoyed because you're at a kids movie. So
I forgot that I was going to a kids movie. Like there was a part of me that forgot, and then there was just a bunch of kids, and I was like, I was walking upstairs, and I was like, oh no,
like it's a kids movie, and like I think that's the thing. Now, granted, and maybe I go into it this way because I do not hold Mario to this pedestal of amazingness. Like I love Super Mario RPG. Part of me was like, yo, let's get a deep cut and let's have Gino show up. No one is gonna get that, but whatever. That's kind of let's get the Marlo to come in. That wasn't gonna get it. Now, granted, if we do a Metroid movie or if we do a Zelda movie, I will probably be on the range where Pong is at, because I hold Metroid and Zelda to such a high caliber and high tier in regards to video games and Nintendo IPs.
Mm-hmm.
So
I would love those.
But I enjoyed the movie
Samus,
for what it was. I thought Jack Black as Bowser was fantastic. Chris Pratt was not as Chris Pratty, very surprisingly.
He did keep it restrained. I gotta give it to him.
I'm a bit disappointed that we did not get enough Luigi. I would say if that's one of my gripes is that we did not get enough of Charlie Day Luigi
for our brothers, because they could have just said Mario movie.
Yeah,
and we would have.
No,
been like,
I think you got Have you guys played Luigi's Haunted Mansion?
Yeah.
Well, no, I got the references. I got the vibe of Luigi's Mansion when he goes there, but we don't.
25,
but there's like 5 seconds of that.
Like Luigi, the rest is Mario.
You know, like if we get a Luigi's Mansion movie with Charlie Day as Luigi, I'm 100% in.
Here for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that was my take. But like, as our first entry for a Nintendo movie as a cartoon, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Like, I'm not angry about it. It's better than what I thought it was gonna be.
True.
You kind of touched on something, because like you take a movie like Ready Player One, right, or all of the Marvel movies, or whatever, and they're things that used to be once upon a time they were for kids, but now they're for us, right? Mm-hmm. And I guess you've kind of swayed me a little bit on that tone, because when I walked into it, I was in that same mindset. They're using the IP from Super Mario Brothers, but there's going to be, a few winks and nods, jokes that the adults will get, jokes that the kids will get. There's a little bit of that. But I didn't really expect it to, I don't know why, but I didn't really expect it to be that much of a kids movie. And that may explain a little bit of why, me sitting there watching it, I was just kind of like, okay.
I think that's what it was for me, because going to see it, knowing as I went in there expecting it to be a kids movie, because it looked fun, and it was a fun movie. And congratulations, Neva! You just launched. Neva just launched a Kickstarter today. I gotta get that link. I should throw it up for you guys. But no, it was a fun kids movie, and there was a lot of nods to like older Nintendo players for when they open that scene, the side scrolling, and then you see Mario just bouncing around, and at the end he lands on the flag. I mean, that was a lot.
They even referenced the old Mario TV show, like the whole thing. Like,
you guys call the number on it?
No.
Mm-mm. So the number that's on the commercial actually, hold on, let's see if I can hold on.
She's so happy.
Like the Captain Lou Albano Super Mario Brothers show.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a classic.
The one from the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Yep. Then yes, that's one of those shows for me that's like a weird fever dream.
Can you guys hear this?
If you need service, please text us at the same number you just called, 92955 Mario. That's 929-556-2746. Message us about any issues wherever you live, house, condo, mansion, and we'll be sure to text you back right away, because at Super Mario Brothers Plumbing, we don't say let's wait, we say let's go. Oh, and check our website, smvplumbing.com. We're still working on it, so more updates to come. Bye-bye.
Charlie Day's amazing.
Yeah,
I listened to that and I'm like, I want more Charlie Day as fucking Luigi.
Honestly, I'm not like a huge Charlie Day fan, because obviously I'm not like a It's Always Sunny person, but I do enjoy Charlie Day, and he, as well as like Jack Black, for me, like A+. Like they crushed it. However, I will now, because there's no, we spoiler ahead. Luma Lee, that little star, is the best character in that entire goddamn movie. That's the hill that I'm gonna die on. Absolutely. Literally my favorite character in the entire movie.
I was surprised how grim she was, but it was awesome.
It was great, because because it's one of those things where and they do it really well, especially in a lot of animated movies for kids, that you always have to give something for the adults. something for the adults. So obviously the kids are just like, ah, and the adults are like, oh my god, that's so dark. Like,
what game is that character from?
3D World.
3D World?
Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2.
Okay. I have.
And are they that dark in that game too, or
no?
I don't think so. I think it was just.
I think she's just
they don't.
like
The stars don't speak in that game. That
Now we
that
know
I
why.
can recall anyway. It's been a long time since I played Galaxy.
it's great. I fucking loved it. But I will say, this movie, like to what everyone's point was, yes, what like I went in there, not remembering. Oh shit, this is gonna be a kids movie, because even the Sonic movie was like a universal. Like yes, it was a kids movie, but it felt like a very like we're gonna get everybody. This felt like
Sonic was like a family movie for me. Because Sonic hit like all the notes. You could still feel okay watching Sonic by yourself, right? Because a lot of people are gonna go see Sonic, and also like there aren't a lot of Sonic games, like of standalone Sonic games now. It's kind of just like the party games or Super Smash Brothers. Like Mario's coming out all the time now. There's like new Mario games, and playing Mario is a great way of bringing kids into video games with the Mario platform.
Yeah,
we're like. But we
know who won the console wars. Sonic is on loan.
We'll see.
Sega can't support this.
It wasn't because of Nintendo. It was when Sony came in and changed the game. Microsoft came in and changed the game.
Right.
That Sega died.
Yeah. But with all that, like, was it a very like good kids movie? Absolutely. It like. For like all the kids next to me, oh my gosh, like losing their fucking minds. It did the job. I looked at my brother who's about to be 13 and said, yo, he's a very harsh critic. Like he's a huge Cuphead fan, hated the Cuphead show. Me, love the Cuphead show. So for whatever reason, he hates it. Looked at him, he was like, it was good. I was like, all right, that's my approval, whatever the case is, you know what I mean? So like, as a collective family, we all enjoyed it, but I think like me and my sister Larice loved it for different reasons than like my dad and my stepmom would love it. But me and my brother and my sister would love it for, the nerdy reasons that we do love it, because of all the references, and where they got things right, they really did a good job of either explain right. They did a great job with that, introducing characters, like showing you the world. The Easter eggs were like a lot, but it didn't take away from anything, because it's one of those things where it's like these are things that are just common in the game. You're going to encounter them, but we have to show them in the movie, because if you don't, then it's just going to be like a travesty that you don't.
Yeah.
I do like that we got to see Diddy Kong. We got to see
all the Kongs. I will say, when I saw Diddy, I lost my mind. I was like,
Cranky was like, quiet, Diddy. So for a lot of people that don't know, because I know that there were some people like, oh, what did they do? They re-raced Donkey Kong Jr. DK is Donkey Kong Jr. and Cranky's the original Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Because I remember that was touched up in the first Donkey Kong game.
The Jumpman guy is technically the guy from the Donkey Kong or whatever that game is.
And also the news reporter is the princess or damsel that's in distress in
Paulina.
that originating in that Donkey Kong game.
They made her the mayor in the last Superman movie. Yeah,
the mayor.
Yeah.
But
so all those little nuggets, like you saw, like I think the guy was playing Jumpman is like
Charles Martinet.
I believe so.
Yeah, he voiced him, and I think he voiced his father. I
Yeah,
think he voiced like two characters or something.
Which is like that's kind of dope. They have enough like care for this project to not just throw stuff in there, but they're actually going, hey, we know and love and appreciate this this franchise. Yo, I feel like Sam came in, left. Then we got Annabelle, and it was like cool, and then now George is here. You guys got to come in together. You guys are a team. What happened?
Come in there.
Well,
do his homework.
Exactly. Sam didn't do his homework.
It was perfect. Perfect timing.
He didn't do his homework. Remember, he'd be watching the episodes while throwing up plates, and then doesn't remember what happened.
Nah. On the treadmill.
Yeah.
There goes Aniva. I'm still here.
There you go.
No, I love because a lot of people who were like, because I did see something where they were complaining like, oh, they erased DK Jr. But no, it was like it's funny because if you go back to when Donkey Kong Country first came out, that was Cranky Stick. He was making fun of DK. It's like, yeah, back in my day, we had decent big graphics. So it was like Cranky was just hammering those jokes. But it was pretty cool to see like everything that was done in the show. Like you even got a little nod to the Yoshis when you start seeing them running around in the back over there and everything. And I don't know, it was just really, really fun. And then seeing Toad was funny, and I think he was really well written, and it was just funny. Toad was like, I'm in there, I'm there, I'm your guy, you're my best friend, let's go. No questions asked,
I
no
will say
fucks
a
given.
lot of the characters, the voice actor that portrayed them didn't quite sound like themselves, which was kind of nice.
Yeah, like you knew that Michael Keegan K was Toad, but I was like, I don't hear him at all in this character.
Even Jack Black a little bit was not.
Yeah.
Not full on Jack Black.
The only person was just Seth Rogen, because Seth Rogen was like, I'm not changing my
there's
voice.
no way.
He's like,
I don't think he can.
But Donkey Kong doesn't
It
have
was the same laugh and everything.
He
His
said,
same laugh.
He
everything.
said, he's like, I'm not changing my voice. He just went in and did it as him. And even people were dragging on Seth Rogen, because even at the the premiere where everyone was kind of dressed up as their characters, like Anya had the pink jumpsuit, Jack Black had the tuxedo with the shells. Everyone was ragging on Seth because he had nothing with Donkey Kong or anything related to Donkey Kong.
He could have just wore a red tie, bro.
That's what I thought. Just wear the red tie. That's all you got to do.
It is the easiest costume.
It is the easiest costume. Just wear the red fucking tie.
Mayor Pauline.
Yeah.
Seth is Seth and everything he does. Yeah.
Well,
we also got a lot of like the world building in it, because like if we've all played the game at some point or played the franchise at some point, they reference so many like of the games to where we now know like there's a galaxy and there's this world and there's that world, and so it's gonna be really dope to see like if they go down the line. I feel like we're gonna get some sort of Super Smash Brothers universe thing, because it's gonna break.
I want to ask this, and I want to get everybody's opinion. So there was someone who shared like a little thing about when you got to see Mario and Luigi's family sitting at the table. Someone said that a lot of those characters were actually referenced to side characters or NPCs that were in The Legend of Zelda. Like
in The Legend of Zelda?
Yeah, it's like there was like it was something that someone had referenced. That it's like if you look at the characters, like the grandfather looked like someone that was in there, like the grandmother, the two the two uncles with the little afros, the kids. Someone had said that and they put their pictures side by side, like they showed like Mario's father, but it's like
Mario's father definitely looks like I'm seeing some. Mario's father definitely looks like a character from Ocarina of Time.
The Lumberjack Brothers?
In the milk farm thing.
The milk. Yes,
the brothers, yes. That I will say definitely.
Yes.
I'm looking.
That's
talent,
like done. That's done on purpose. They literally look like Luigi and Mario. One is super thin and skinny, and the other one is short and.
Yes, that is true.
Fat.
That you.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh shit! Apparently, there's a YouTube video. All the Zelda references and cameos in Mario games, and all the Mario references in Zelda games.
Yeah, because like one of the guy who's his father, they show a picture of him in Zelda, but he has like this little pendant that looks like Bowser. I was like, when they were doing the side by side comparisons, I was like, oh, okay, it's a little nods, and it makes sense that they'll do those nods, but it's pretty cool. I think it was also cool with the fact that this is that a lot of the times you just see Mario, Luigi, and I thought it was pretty cool that we got to see like their family incorporated, because you never really see anybody outside their family, which I thought was a little nice thing, a little nod to the Mario story. And their boss, their previous boss. Oh man. But that dog, fuck that dog. For the bathroom that they went to go fix.
Oh yeah,
dog.
Oh no,
that dog was a dirtbag. Like he
was.
That was the most on-site like petty shit I've ever seen in my life. He was like, "Bro, really? I'm about to ruin your whole career." What are we doing right now? Oh man.
You come into my house on this, the day of my daughter's wedding.
Exactly.
Literally, he had that energy. But no, that was also too a little nod to what was it? Gentrification in Brooklyn when you had like the really rundown building, but all of a sudden you had this really nice building right next to it.
Mhm.
That was definitely run. I was like, yeah.
I'm interested to see where story-wise they would go with this, because like obviously we're getting a part 2. Obviously we're seeing, we saw the Yoshi's run, but now we're actually seeing like who we know as our Yoshi. So like what would be the next like iteration of this? And I'm also curious to see like if they're expanding on this as like a universe thing and this is like the starter, what would be the things that come out of this?
I would say get the Koopa Kids because the piano he's playing on is Ludwig's piano.
Yeah, you gotta do the Koopa Kids.
Okay.
Koopa Kids would be nice because what was that? Mario 64? Nope, that was Super Nintendo Super Mario.
Super Mario
Super
World.
Mario, yeah. There's a lot that they can pull. I mean, especially with the different iterations of the Mario games, like they pulled a lot from a lot of the stuff from what we've seen already. I've been playing Mario games ever since. Like every night after work, I'm putting on a Mario game. I've been playing.
I'm surprised they didn't do a Dr. Mario reference.
Oh yeah.
Wario could be, yeah.
Oh, Wario and Waluigi. If they were in there, I'd be like, yes, perfect.
Jack Black wants
probably
Pedro
saving them for
Pascal.
the sequel.
He wants Pedro to play
Pedro
Waluigi,
Pascal.
right?
Yeah. He wants Wario. He said Wario.
Wario.
To play,
and then he wants I think he did say someone for Waluigi though. Who was it? Or it might have been like a fan casting someone did. It was like they were like, "Oh, have him as Wario." And then who the hell did they pick as Waluigi? I have to find the video now. Like, and they were like, "Yes, this pair. We need this pair."
And then there was the baby Mario. There was what was it? The baby Mario references too.
Mm-hmm.
We got that a little bit in there, which was pretty cool.
Yep, baby Mario, baby Luigi, and baby Peach.
Yep.
But I mean,
there was a lot of stuff that I didn't quite, know myself, because I was never that big of a Super Mario fan, but there were definitely a lot of moments in there where I was like, oh, that's probably the thing from the thing. Like I recognized, the fish that were jumping up and got on his face. I was like, I think that's from a game. I'm pretty sure.
There's a lot of those moments in the whole thing, though. I mean, from beginning to end, there's so many different little pieces that they put together. I think it worked well for what it was. I think that again, I mean, it is a kids movie, but I loved it. I thought it was so adorable.
Yo, he was mean to that.
Princess Peach, though.
I also like they did the what was it? She's at another castle. They did that early, and I was like I felt like they could have held that for a little bit longer, but
no, I think
I was glad that they did it because that is such an iconic line in all of video game history.
Well, it was always the Toads that were delivering that, so it was funny that it was one of the Toads. But Val, you want to say about Princess Peach?
No, when they did the scene with the motorcycle, the Mario. Why is it not coming to me
Mario
now?
Kart?
Kart, thank you. And she gets in her outfit with the white and the pink, and she gets on the motorcycle, and then they start throwing the stuff. I thought the way they did Mario Kart was freaking awesome after it gets Donkey Kong's people behind him, and everybody's got these trucks, and I thought that was pretty dope.
The fact that the cons are building the cars for them, I'm like, holy shit, that tracks.
I just love how it's the legit same menu of when you play it on.
And then Toad was like,
Nintendo.
hey. He comes out with the monster truck.
I found it. They wanted Oscar Isaac as Waluigi.
Pedro Pascal, Oscar Isaac, yes.
Which would have been so good.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, two great guys and and some great franchises. I can see it. What else? I mean, yeah, we got a lot of great references in there. So the Mario Kart stuff was dope. Again, the you saw with the banana peel when he threw the banana peel, and the guy's like, oh, it slips on his car. I love that
choosing your own tricked out ride at the beginning of that. very awesome scene because I don't think you get any of that until like the newer iterations of
the
of
newer
Mario
ones.
Kart.
It's like in the Mario Kart 8 and the Switch. That's exactly how it is.
That's how you do it.
All of that was from the Switch.
So all the kids now who are watching this are like, oh, like that's what they see like their Mario Kart as. So
yeah,
it's
like
good
we also got a little bit
even with the hanger and the wheels doing the thing. Yeah,
it's all Mario Kart 8.
We even got a little bit of a taste of Double Dash in it with Donkey Kong and Mario.
Yep.
What I did love is that again they gave a nod to Super Mario World 2 when Peach did the whole like she was gliding down with her because like she was able to like float around and all that. But I like that they didn't make her a really the true damsel in distress. Like she was still badass. I was like, you know, and it would make sense. She's raised.
I mean,
in this
Peach is
really
also
world.
a top tier character in Super Smash Brothers.
Yep.
Yes. And in 3D world, you could play as Peach, Rosalina, and you can play as different characters.
Bringing in Rosalina and Daisy? That would be.
I would assume
if you do Galaxy, you would bring in Rosalina because Rosalina is in Galaxy, right?
Also, too, you have one of those little stars that wasn't
also in 3D world. No.
She made her debut, I think, in Galaxy. She was the princess.
Then who's in 3D world?
All I know is Daisy is the one with the yellow dress. Rosalina is the orange dress.
She's got a blue dress.
Look at me, wrong.
Blue dress, blonde. Daisy is
it is.
Orange dress, brown hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
And Paulina is just the mayor.
We got our. We also got our blue shell from Mario Kart, which I was very happy with.
That was awesome.
No, that was dope.
That whole chase scene.
Or the blue mushroom when he shrinks. That was. That was hilarious.
They do so many good fucking references, and I think this is all stuff that like
we're gonna
the
get
video games don't directly explain. So like we got a little bit of explanation of like why these things happen, like why a blue shell comes blue shell, you know how certain elements work and why they're just naturally occurring things. They're like eat the mushroom. Oh, this is normal. Like y'all just eat mushrooms all the time. I bet. Cool.
I like that they made Mario too. Like he was like eating mushrooms, like mushrooms. It's gotta be mushrooms.
And he doesn't
I'm
like
the same
them.
way. I am the same way. I'm like fucking mushrooms. God damn it.
Ever since Last of Us, you're like, no, thank you.
That was funny because he's literally pawning off his mushrooms to Luigi on his plate in the very beginning. Like I don't want to touch him. I don't want to touch him.
Yeah, and then no, there was a lot of fun stuff. They tracked with Ludwig. No, was it Ludwig? No, Ludwig's the Koopa. The guy who's the magician. I forget his name. That character.
Oh, I forgot. But he's around. He's been around.
Yeah.
For a while.
That's from.
That was
the first game. Because isn't he one of the ones? Magic Koopa. It's Magic Koopa.
Oh, that guy. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I forget.
At the very beginning, who was like heralding Bowser. Yeah. Okay.
He's what was it? Someone had posted something too. Like when Bowser's not angry, he looks like a big puppy. Did you see it?
Yeah, I'll go along with that. I'm surprised that Jack Black was able to un-Jack Black himself. I didn't know there was an off button on that. Apparently there was.
He apparently he said in an interview, he's like, I'm like what you see all this like craziness is only when like the cameras are on and when like I'm on. The rest, I'm just chill. And they confirmed, they're like, he literally only turns it on when he needs to, and then everything else is just zen.
That tracks. Have you seen his TikTok?
No.
TikTok is good. He has I think he also has a Twitch or YouTube gaming channel that he does.
Okay.
Worth the watch. Worth the watch for sure.
I'm just dead. He shot. They had him shoot a whole live video for Peaches. Comes in with the
if you
suit dressed as
haven't watched that,
he has
it's amazing.
To.
It was amazing. He originally didn't want to do the song. They asked him and he was just like, and then they were like, come on, and he was like, all right, and then he
I
did
think they wanted him to do a
metal
version.
Listen, if you're gonna have Jack Black in, I want to hear him sing.
I think they were gonna do a metal version, and he was like,
I wouldn't want to hear him sing.
Yeah,
I really felt like that was phoned in, but
I mean, I enjoy him as Tenacious D, so I'm always here to hear him sing.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't.
Wonder Boy.
Well, we are getting close to the hour. This is actually a really short episode because it was a very short topic for the most part.
Actually,
Pong didn't bash it as much as we thought he was.
Right.
I was waiting.
Fine. It was fine.
It
was just fine.
I don't know if that's if that's a worse criticism or or a less bad one. You know what I mean? Like, because it was fine. It was good.
Like
if I was a kid, I would love it.
If you never saw it, you wouldn't feel like you missed anything.
You know what? I would feel like I missed a moment with how big of a deal it's become. I would feel a little bit like I missed a moment. You know what I mean? Like
a slight bit of FOMO.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit, but not a lot. The same amount as Morbius. If I hadn't seen Morbius in the theaters, I would feel as though I had missed out on something because I wouldn't have been there for that part where he turns to the camera and goes, "It's Morbin time."
That was my favorite part.
Hold on. He doesn't really say that.
No, he does not.
So where did the Morbin time meme come from? Because I wasn't watching that garbage.
I wish I had that answer.
Why would you not go along with it? Come on.
So I think it was something to do with when they brought it back into the theaters to and then
to make more money.
Yeah.
No, well, it was before that because people on the internet were doing that to make fun of it. They were dunking on it, and they were like, "Oh yeah, no, my favorite part was when he goes, 'It's Morbin time,' because that's how cheesy of a movie it was. It's totally believable that they could have done that, and but Sony is like, oh, people are interested. Okay, we'll put it out again. No, people were not interested.
It's Morbin time.
It's Morbin time. Hell yeah. So, that reminds me. Speaking of, I don't know, segues. We mentioned Oscar Isaac a second ago, and is there going to be a Moon Knight 2? Because I feel like there needs to be a Moon Knight 2. I need more Moon Knight.
It's still
That's
rumored.
It's still rumored. I don't know if
I think they're dropping him. I think they're going to drop him in the Black Knight movie or whatever that is, or the what is it? Suns, the Midnight Suns.
Oh, Midnight
movie.
Suns.
You know what they're not. You know why they're talking about this? Because they got to figure out how they're going to recast Kang.
Because rumors are also too that we were going to get rumors were that they were going to get Rama Tut.
He's not getting recast.
His listen. I know before we talked about this and we were like, this whole thing came out. This video came out. Kind of taking him off, and he got arrested because he had to. And now you've got his agent fired him. They let him go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
But it's still
that happened. It happened yesterday. His agency they cut ties with him.
It's still one of those things where it's a he said she said because there's stuff coming out that's like she recanted everything and all this other stuff, and they're like
I was on that boat until
dropped by manager and PR firm
until his manager and PR firm dropped him. I'm like,
well, also too, there's stuff coming out the woodworks where people are like, well, he's been like that for years. Like people are now coming out the woodworks now, saying how his personality.
People say it's the biggest bag drop since Gina Carano.
And there are rumors that there's rumors that Marvel already has their eye on someone to replace him. Those
Variants
are just rumors
are a
right
beautiful
now.
thing.
Yeah. So those are the rumors. But yeah, completely career's about to blow up like crazy, and then this happens. It's like, damn.
I better not see Ezra in another fucking movie. Better not see Ezra in another fucking movie.
Well,
that's the other thing too.
But you know what's funny is that we all want Ezra Miller to be let go, but at this point, I feel like DC just doesn't give a shit.
No.
Where Marvel cares to a point when it comes to the dollar.
The mouse cares.
The Disney cares, because the only reason why, and I will die in this hill. The only reason why they had fired James Gunn that first time was because they were trying to get that merger through. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
If they weren't getting that, if the merger wasn't going to happen, they were going to keep James Gunn on and be like, those tweets were from a long time ago, and people were digging up because the Hulu merger, not the Hulu, the Fox merger to get all the Fox properties. They were literally in talks and getting that. It was at the SEC and it was all that stuff. That's why they had to let them go.
Well, also too, it's like they let
And then
go.
they get all their shit. All right, you can come back, James Gunn. You're gonna do Guardians 3.
Well, they let go. Yeah, they let go Gina Carano for her tweets and
Carano.
everything. Carano.
Oh shoot, I need to put that.
Yep,
on the
there
list.
you go. Write that on the list. And it's like,
Allegedly, Pedro tried for her.
yeah, I know a few people did try for her, but I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know.
She was like, "No, my beliefs."
But yeah, he's definitely not coming back from this. And especially, it's like from one of the articles I read is that Disney definitely is distancing himself from what Warner Brothers did with Urza. So it's like obviously.
Well, there's another one. There's another one.
Ezra.
God dang,
Ezra.
There's another one. Urza.
Jesus Christ.
Urza.
Ezra.
And I was even giving you a pass on the guest sport on Bitten Apple.
I caught that too, and I was like,
I gave you a. I was gonna
dude,
give you. I didn't even write that down.
You had like 3 passes today. Not gonna lie.
Do you know English?
You know, broken English.
Did we bring this from Moneyball?
He was giving a hard question.
I think it's about Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, it's all about Jonathan Majors. No, I mean he was. I think he was great for it because he's been. It's just, again, it's like at the end of the day, you know, dude, keep your hands off people. You fucked yourself over.
So didn't Ezra Miller actually have like mental issues?
I don't give two shits.
Bro,
I'm asking. I don't know. I don't know one way or the other.
He has.
I don't know what he
drug
did.
issues.
He
has
has
alcohol issues.
He also has a family with money that covered a lot of that stuff because they were like he was grooming people. It was a deep rabbit hole. Like it was
like that. Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, bro. It's like,
Got it.
I thought it was this one thing. Then Just decides to go down the rabbit hole, look up why why people hate him, and then it was like, oh shit! Like, why are they still casting this dude? I get why people are mad that they canceled the Batwoman movie and did not cancel the Flash, because it's like,
yeah.
And a lot of people were like, they were saying that they should have just recasted him with someone who was already playing the Flash, which was Grant Gustin, who played the Flash on the TV show. A lot of people were like, why don't you have someone who has played the Flash on the TV series, who does a great job, great person. Why don't you just cast him to play the Flash in the movie? No, we're gonna give Urza 2 parts. Ezra, fuck his name, fuck that guy. We're gonna give him 2 parts. He's gonna play 2 different Flashes in the movie. I was like, and then they're like, well, we're just
3 different Flashes.
Yeah. And then
I don't know, man. I'm just like, dude, like, just cut the man loose. Just cut a man loose.
You know what they did for marketing? They sent the copy to Tom Cruise to watch it, so Tom Cruise could be like, "It's one of the best movies I've ever seen." Yeah.
Speaking of marketing,
Tom
I
Cruise
believe
owed somebody a favor.
I believe I was going down the Reddit rabbit hole, and I think they cut out Jonathan Majors' face in all of the Ant-Man promos for Disney Plus.
Holy
like in
shit.
like the poster promos and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously, like you can't get rid of him in the movie.
But at the same time, though, like Justin Roiland, he got cleared on his shit, didn't he? I thought Justin Roiland. I thought so. And then he was like, "See, I told you." And then, but it's not like he's getting anything back.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
We'll see.
Let's see.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, he left Adult Swim and the game studio, right?
Yeah. I mean, left, but
left.
Yeah. Yeah, they dropped the charges. Yeah. Charges were dropped. That was on the 22nd, so about a month ago. He pleaded not guilty. But the charges got. Oh yeah, the Orange County District Attorney's office dismissed all charges. And that decision was made as a result of having insufficient evidence to prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there are times when it's like, okay, no, we need to not hear from this person anymore. And there are times when people have a problem. You know, and some people, like, if they're gonna go to therapy and they're gonna get their stuff sorted out. I mean, heck, Robert Downey Jr. We wouldn't have had Iron Man if we would have just been like, okay, well, you know what, he had a drug problem for a while, and so screw him forever.
They just got him for cheap.
What's that?
Mm-hmm.
They got him for cheap.
Yeah.
For pennies on the dollar, they got RDJ for. And they were like, if this bombs, it doesn't matter. And if this does well, we got him for cheap.
Yep.
And that was a
changed
good.
immediately in movie number 2.
It changed immediately, and that's why Terrence Howard had to leave.
Yeah.
Right.
When
And Don Cheadle just kind of came on in and was
Terrence
like,
Howard was like, "Hey, don't I get that money too?" And they're
need
like,
to pay me.
"No,
He was
you're
like,
not that important."
No, you do not.
You're James Rhodes, sir. Like, no. Who knew that? Had you just stuck it out, you would have been in like movies and TV shows and would have been War Machine for the rest of eternity.
Right.
But instead you did Empire, and you're a fucking meme and you're a fucking GIF and meme of you in the hospital bed.
That show should have ended after the first season.
The best thing about it was the memes that came out when he was like, "Next time, baby," and then you just see it fade to black. And I saw, was that like I told him, like whatever that choir music is that plays, and it's like fades to black and white. It's like he in fact did not come back.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yep.
Oh man.
That's fucked up.
Well, it is funny. That's it. Yeah. I mean,
and like it was just funny because it's like Terrence Howard and Don Cheadle just are so drastically different in how they look. It's it's like just as bad as when you had the other actor switch. No, not Ed Norton and Mark Ruffalo. The other actor switch in Game of Thrones for the dude was blonde and then with long hair, and then the other guy came in. It was black hair with short.
It was
Daenerys. I'm not gonna say her name.
Daenerys' boyfriend.
Her side piece, not her boyfriend.
I was about to call him Din Djarin. That's definitely
not
it.
No.
Yes, no, but that's what popped up, and I know it's definitely not it.
Nope.
Hold on, you're gonna make me look this up. It's something
Din Djarin got
similar.
his teeth knocked out. That's what happened. And then his head smashed in.
Popped like a grape. God damn it, you made me forget this one. Oh yeah, no, Disney got rid of Ike Palmieri, who was basically one of the guys. Ike
Perlmutter.
Yeah, fuck that guy. No, because he was in charge of like a lot of that casting.
Dario Naharis.
Yeah.
Dario Naharis.
Yep, add into the list, Pong. The list of Pong.
What's that? No, I'm doing Perlmutter, but you stop short of doing the one from Game of Thrones.
He didn't try. He was like, "I'm not even gonna try to say it."
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I really don't know. It's just crazy. It's crazy times. It's just insane how you go from top of your thing and getting in all these movies, and then you just drop the bag.
They pulled his army commercials too.
Who?
Jonathan Majors.
He had an army commercial?
He had a bunch of army commercials that was supposed to be released, and the army pulled it.
Yep.
He had army commercials.
It was for the,
Wait, did you say Army or Arby?
Army, like the U.S. Army.
Oh, Army.
I didn't say Arby's. It's a different place.
Like, why would he do a commercial for Arby's?
I mean, he's gonna be working at Arby's for a little while, but so like the heat dies down.
No, he's still gonna be. He's gonna be making money off of even Ant-Man.
He's got Ant-Man. He's got Ant-Man residuals. You've got Loki. You've got Creed 3. You've got Lovecraft Country.
Lovecraft Country.
He just needs to lay low for a while because that's what people do. Do the Robert Downey Jr. lay low for a while, then you come back.
Whoa! Robert Downey Jr. didn't lay low. He went to rehab.
Yeah.
He went to rehab.
In jail, bro. There was no laying low.
Robert Downey Jr. had self-issues that he needed help with. Boy,
like homeboy
allegedly
was locked up.
hurt somebody. I don't even know what Jonathan Majors did because it's just like he did this, then recanted, and now months later or weeks later, they're dropping him. And I'm like, I mean, I've seen this play out like an NFL player, so like this isn't really anything I've not seen before.
Yeah, I'm not happy about it. I like Jonathan Majors a lot.
I was dead. We were hoping to see more, but it's just now shoes that the next person has to fill. So
yeah,
let's just get John David Washington in a fucking Marvel movie finally. Come on, let's just do that.
Who are they supposed to get to fill the Kang-shaped hole?
Yeah, who would you cast as King?
Hold on. There's a person that I'm thinking of.
Let's just cast John Krasinski so everyone can shut up about having him be.
Oh my god!
Yep. We're just gonna do a whole change. We're not even gonna have Black Kang anymore. We're just gonna make White Kang. We're gonna go back to the comics.
No, just so I don't have to hear about him being Mr.
actors
Fantastic
who
anymore.
could play Jonathan Majors after arrest.
What?
Wow.
Is-
Literally,
is-
I'm pulling up. Hold on.
Damson
Javier Bardem.
Idris has been rumored.
Who?
What?
The guy from
Damson.
Snowfall.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Is John David Washington
Javier
on that list?
Bardem, John David Washington, Giancarlo Esposito,
What? Okay, hold
John
on.
Boyega,
Hold on. Okay, see,
and Lakeith
went-
Stanfield.
Lakeith Stanfield.
No.
Lakeith Stanfield. I mean, but the ones that talk about
John David Washington.
John David Washington is the one I would pick if I had to pick one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
John
could see
Boyega,
that.
not so much because he's probably going to be in the new Ray movie.
Yeah. I hope they make him a Jedi.
I don't know what they better make him a Jedi.
I mean, they better. 16 years after the last movie?
15. Yeah.
Now, Marvel said to have 0 conversations about replacing him as Kang. So
They're not announcing
They're not gonna officially say
They
these are
better
just
not.
rumors.
They're gonna
It's just
probably
rumors.
wait. They're gonna probably wait until see how it runs out because we don't actually need Kang. He already finished his Loki season 2 stuff.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see him in Loki season 2, and then I was assuming we weren't gonna see too much Kang until next phase.
Yeah.
Because everything now we've got Secret Invasion coming out. We got the new Miss Marvel movie. We've got Guardians 3. You know, like we're not really gonna get much Kang going on. So they've got time to wait. And if he was gonna show up, it would have been in extra scenes. Although some people were talking about that maybe he would be a villain in one of these, like a variant of his would be a villain in one of the TV shows.
Well, the rumors that it was going to be Rama Tut in the second Moonlight series because Rama Tut has ties to Egyptian lore. So that would have been interesting. So again, we don't know where they're going to go with it. It's just rumors right now. Obviously, once they officially announce stuff, that's when the ball's rolling. But everything is just speculation, rumors. Are they going to place them? Are they not? I mean, Marvel right now has been doing a whole move of a lot of their slates, pushing stuff back. Ever since Iger got back, because when this guy was ahead before Iger, there was a lot of stuff that was just being pushed to pump the app. So now Marvel and I think even Star Wars, they're pushing a lot of their stuff back now under Iger.
Well, that and Iger is a lot more
DDR.
like.
Yep, we are, George.
Well, Iger's a much better CEO.
Yeah, Iger. A lot of the stuff.
Better businessman overall. Just.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff happened under Iger. Like he split Feige from reporting directly to Marvel, which was under Ike at the time. And the thing is too, what's crazy is that Ike, they said he was trying to do a power play. He was like the CEO of Marvel. He was trying to do. There were rumors he was trying to do a power play to get more people on his side at Disney. And with Iger returned, they're like, no, we're not having that, and they let him go. He was one of the.
Iger is the reason why Disney's where it's at.
Yeah.
Like once he took over, he's the reason why they have Marvel. He's the reason why he's the one who had a conversation with George Lucas and unfortunately kind of lied to him and that's a regret of his because George Lucas's one request was if I'm going to sell this, you're going to take what I wrote and you're going to make the sequel trilogy the way I have presented it. And they kind of were like, okay, we're going to do that. And then they decided not to do that. And then what was the other big acquisition they had? There was Marvel. It was and Pixar.
Pixar.
Iger was involved in all 3 of those. All 3 of those were his, and he's the reason why House of Mouse is where House of Mouse is.
Empire. It's more like
Empire of Mouse. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It is crazy how much stuff they own. It's amazing.
No, and it flourished. I mean, it's like at the end of the day.
Not yet, George. We were talking about that, so no news from
Marvel.
Disney.
Yeah, his
Marvel,
management company dropped him, but Marvel, no.
It's just rumors right now.
Marvel's playing the long game.
Yeah, it's just rumors. Because right now, I think and I think also too with them moving a lot of their slates, it moves a lot of stuff back. So it's like gives them time for casting, recasting. I guess if they do officially recast someone, they'll just announce it.
Probably have the person in talks like, listen.
They're working. They're definitely working out a contingency plan.
If this happens, we got you. And if this doesn't happen, we still got you in another role. Yeah.
Most likely. Yeah. For something worth billions to them, yeah, absolutely they do.
Yeah.
I hope it comes back that he didn't do it. I'm glad the same happened for Roiland, and I hope the same thing happens for Majors. I hope that they.
Well,
I hope they did. You know what I mean? Because they're both they're both very good, very creative people. Like Majors, I love as an actor. Roiland, I love as like a creative, freaking crazy person. You know, like it sucks when you see people that are good at what they do, and they have personal problems, and then all of a sudden their freaking life is over. You know, like.
Yeah, I understand the publicity aspect of it. However, there are certain things I don't think their whole life should be over for.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm.
It's
I mean, but they're like it's interesting, right? It's like, yes, you don't want their whole life to be over for it, but like also, they work for other people who like have to take care of their brand.
But there are daily people and them themselves in those offices that probably have done way worse, right? And don't get those types of ramifications. I don't know. I
mean, at the end of the day,
I may be a little bit biased because I don't want to lose Jonathan Majors this game.
I know.
But if he did it, he did it. I get it. However,
it's like this. It's a different story when you're starting in the public eye, when you're starting to do brands that, you have kids looking at it, you have families looking at it, and it's like, I mean, you've have a history of people who've like shot themselves in the foot, like the guy Harrison who played Harrison in Scandal. Sandra Rhimes killed him off quickly after that stuff came out.
Yeah, but that shit was crazy.
Yo, it was crazy. No, it was. But it's like.
But what did he do?
Oh, let me find out what he did. I can find it. It was nuts.
It was
no. It was like let me find it. I'll find it.
I think he like locked her up or something. Wasn't it like that?
Columbus Short.
Yeah, he was on Scandal.
Yeah, what did he do? I thought he was a good one. Oh fuck.
No, what did he
Columbus
do?
Short is the guy's name?
Yeah.
I've never heard of this guy.
I don't know. I don't retain people's names.
He was in.
Oh, he was
Harrison.
in,
Is the guy who played Harrison Wright. So let me find out.
Stomp the Yard.
Yeah.
He was arrested.
I saw The Losers. I did see that one.
4 years in prison. Let me see what it is.
Hey, Hugo, how's it going, man?
Hugo.
Yeah.
Wait. What happened? What did he do?
Hugo,
looks like his.
You missed the Mario segment. We had Peaches in the beginning.
His domestic violence case was dropped last October. His neighbor has a restraining order against him.
No, it was crazy what he did. It's us, and he was like, he was starting to blow up, and then they blew him up out of that season. They wrote him off. But no, I mean, if the allegations are true, would they still go and watch the movies?
Okay, so in 2014, as part of a no jail plea agreement, Short pleaded guilty to misdemeanor domestic violence and performed 30 hours of community service. He also avoided jail by pleading no contest to a felony assault charge after throwing a running punch at his in-law during a family gathering at a bar. Short stated that he was being taunted and acted in self-defense, and his opponent admitted he had removed his jersey and was prepared to fight Short before the punch caused a concussion and fractured eye sockets.
Ooh,
Is that why? So he had a fight with an in-law in his house and that was threatening him and took his shirt off. Him on, let's go, bro. And because he got punched in the face, he got in trouble.
He didn't get punched in the face.
He punched the other guy who was
someone
threatening
else
him.
in the face,
and that caused him to lose a career,
to lose his job at Scandal.
Well, it was.
Wow.
I mean, it wasn't like also to the stuff with the girlfriend. Like it was like
I thought it
he
was the
strangled
girlfriend
her.
stuff. That's what I was looking for. It's not here.
Yeah, because it's like it just built. It was just like bad, like bad.
Short's domestic violence charge stems from alleged injury resulting in wife's traumatic condition. Hold on, let me read this more.
We've gone down a rabbit
and
hole.
child
We
endangerment.
should have been done a half an hour ago.
This is the nerd rabbit hole. The nerd rabbit hole
part
hour.
of the show is just like, yeah, Super Mario Brothers is Super Mario Brothers, wasn't it? Yeah, so now we're at least we at least have a thing now. That's good.
We're going down a rabbit hole.
I am curious though on what you guys think of George's thing.
Yeah, right here.
If things are true,
but
if the allegations are true, or allegations are true, would you still go watch the next Jonathan Majors movie?
Yes.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it for the story because they already made it, and it's like
to be honest with you.
I mean, honestly, I think if the allegations are true, he's not going to make another movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I think once Ezra's with Ezra Miller, like once Ezra's done with this Flash, I think Homeboy's blacklisted. Like he's not going to be in anything else.
Yeah, James Gunn's not recasting him.
James Gunn. I mean, I'm just saying studio wise, like I think he's going to be done. So I think it's going to be the same.
He's
like,
a PR nightmare for anything. For
Gina
anyone.
Carano said her thing about said whatever she said, and we have not seen Gina Carano since they dropped her.
She compared vaccination laws with.
I know what she did. I know what she did. I'm just saying, and those were true. We ain't seeing her again. We ain't seeing her again.
Yep. Millions. Yes. In fact, not only were they for you, they were free. Gina was in that one movie that made
Peaches.
Oh no, she was in like some movie.
Yeah,
though.
she was in some movie that she was something.
No. She was in a movie.
$185.
She was so Gina Carano was in a movie. If I recall, if I believe that, if I'm getting this correct, that is on the Fox right wing subscription service.
Mm-hmm.
That is where also Roseanne Barr has a live comedy show
because
on
of course
the Fox
she does.
News subscription service. I'm like
that
doesn't have an
company.
app.
That movie company is run by Ben Shapiro. I'm not. That's not a joke.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's for real. Ben
Who's
Shapiro
that?
has a movie company.
Don't even. If you don't know, now you
if you don't
know.
You don't want to know.
Okay.
Yeah, don't look up Ben Shapiro. Don't talk.
Yeah.
When you have what's his face? Yeah.
Not the.
No, not that one. No, the other one.
Oh my god, what is that shit called? Let me find it.
I don't know. Where are we going here? I don't know.
We're going down the rabbit hole.
There we
We're
go.
going down the toilet, guys.
I really wish
next
Gina
week.
Carano wouldn't have done all that
Kickstarter's
stupid shit.
Yes. It's called Terror on the Prairie.
Oh my
Terror on the Prairie.
Yes, it is. Oh, I went there
One
for
of the
my
biggest box office failures of 2022 was Terror on the Prairie, the Ben Shapiro produced Western starring Gina Carano. It marked Carano's first major role since being fired from The Mandalorian.
Yo, the fact that you're laughing so hard at that makes that even funnier.
Oh, man, because
Great! Now I've got this in my search history. Jesus.
Yeah.
Going down the road with the lights off, heading the wrong way. That's us.
Jeez Louise.
I really wish that she could have just not tweeted for a week or two.
Up.
Right? I really liked her in The
People are
Mandalorian.
super bold now.
No, she should. You listen. At the end of the day, just shut the fuck up. Keep it to yourself.
Wait, hold on. This is amazing.
Oh boy. What we got?
The film only grossed $804.
What was the budget?
It doesn't fucking matter.
Doesn't matter. More than $804.
I'm sure she got paid more than $800 for it.
They probably asked for that money back.
Not even 804,000 or 8,400. No, less than $1,000.
Wow.
Yes,
you did. Yes, you did. Here you go.
My Millennium Falcon was more expensive than what this movie made in the box office.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Must have been global box office receipts.
Oh,
yeah. She's
During
really
its
big in Myanmar.
1 day theatrical run.
Oh
One
God,
day. In one day, they made a whole $800.
Ooh,
that's
well.
crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I don't. They're trying to own the libs, but I don't even think they could rent for $804.
No.
That was a little. Okay, all right. A little something.
That's box office flop to the next level. Shit, $804.
And people still give John Carter a bad time. John Carter was a good movie. That was a good movie.
John Carter was fun. I really was so bummed they didn't continue doing with the series.
No shit. That was a great series. I like they left.
Are we
it
talking
on a
about the
cliffhanger?
remake or the original one with
the remake on
Mario
Disney.
Sabato Jr.?
Well, the remake on Disney Jr. The remake on Disney that Disney did.
Yeah.
I
You
have
think
no
the
idea
cast
what
and
we're
crew got
doing.
comp tickets, or is that who the sales were from? Yep.
That's sad, man. That's sad. That's like, damn, you went from as higher girls, and then the way they wrote her off. So like, yeah, she's off with like, fighting with people. Damn.
Oh, somebody was theorizing that she was one of the dead bodies in the ship that they found, where they were like, "Oh, this is Grand Moff Tarkin has escaped or whatever."
Mm-hmm.
The Moff is
Yeah,
loose.
because she stated, Grief Karga stated that she was escorting Moff Gideon
Right.
to whatever the hell, and very, very possible that she was on that ship dead.
So I wonder if
Gets sucked into the vacuum of space.
Or she's just dead. They killed her off. Done for.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sad. Goodbye. Very
That
well.
sucks.
So
I
for
really
those who
liked her character, she was really good in that role. It's all she had to do was shut the fuck up.
That's it. That's all you gotta do.
If you're ever starting to type anything that had anything at all to do with the Second World War, just stop and don't. Just don't.
So for those who are just joining us, Pong.
Yes.
Giving tips for Tina Carano. We covered Alien in our Twitter, the Kickstarter in the beginning. We had some peaches. We covered Mario, and then we are now in our rabbit hole. What are we covering next week?
We're going back to Mandalorian.
Ooh, yes. There's so much to talk about. So much to talk about.
Oh wait, next week or the one tomorrow's the last. Is that the last one or the?
Yes. Tomorrow's the last episode.
Tomorrow is the last episode. Are you guys watching Ted Lasso?
No,
they're not.
Oh my god.
Are you watching Demon Slayer?
I haven't yet. I was actually catching up on some Boruto episodes.
Oh, so wait a minute. So since it's season finale eve, who do you think the double crosser is?
Shh, I gotta catch up.
That doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do anything.
Because
they don't really say there's a double crosser. Everyone's
the
assuming
episode
there's a
was
double.
called The Spies.
Right. That's what they're claiming. I was watching. What was it?
Everyone says we are going to find out. Everyone is thinking we are going to find out who the armorer is tomorrow.
I could see that. I could see that.
Who do you
Over
think
under
she
on.
is?
And how we haven't seen that person since the Clone Wars.
So we're on the same page, I think.
Is it Bo-Katan's sister?
Not Bo-Katan's sister. It was the Mandalorian one of the Mandalorians who was with Darth Maul.
Really?
Short hair. I forgot her name. Short hair. She was in the custody of Bo-Katan, and then we don't know and then no one knows what happened. But that is the running theory: is that's who the armorer is, and that is the armorer is more in cahoots with what's going on than what we think, and that's why she was so all about Bo-Katan doing what Bo-Katan was doing. Because even though it's Children of Death Watch, it's still Death Watch.
Meemaw, I'm over here trying to do stuff with lightsabers, Meemaw. You stay out of my room. Meemaw. Sorry.
Oh my God. So just if you want to laugh, that Fox streaming network. It's called Fox Nation, and if you go to the page and you see
No one
all of the images, it just is like fucking garbage.
There's a lot of trash.
But
there.
no one asked.
I know, but I had to share because I was looking for it.
But I'm glad you shared.
Because the Gina Carano thing made me think about it.
Got it.
And then I was like, I can't find it. So
I expect 2 answers. Yeah, no, I think Hugo's got it there.
yes.
Yeah, there will be 2 answers and 4 questions. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. One of which being, when are we getting season 4? And it's like season 2 of Boba Fett.
You mean
are we really supposed to be getting season 2?
No. I'm being an asshole. No, honestly. So if we're looking at it the way it's supposed to be, you get this, we get Ahsoka, and we just got announced the David Filoni movie, which is pretty much going to be his Star Wars Avengers movie against Grand Admiral Thrawn. And that's what we're going to get.
Yeah.
Which leads into the First Order and how we get into Force Awakens, because we are not redoing the sequel trilogy as much as people like to wish and believe and offer up their firstborns for. It ain't happening.
Why do people think that they're going to do that?
I don't know why they think that, but it's been brought up saying that like they're going to redo the sequel trilogy, and they're not. They're just going to they're going to give us all the answers and how everything happened. And I would, it's going to, with the Ahsoka,
too much of a budget.
With Ahsoka in this movie, I think that's how they're going to cap it, because we're going to get all these characters.
Mm-hmm.
It
seems like.
What time does The Mandalorian come out?
Go ahead.
3 in the morning.
3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to stay up for it?
I can't even stay up because I got to watch it with the boy. I watched season finale of season 2 by myself, and I felt bad, even though it was great.
Steady.
What's going on, brother?
It's true. It's true. It is true. But I've just grown to just accept it.
I must be the only person that didn't really have that much of a problem with that with those movies.
I mean, 8 was the biggest problem.
8's the biggest problem. I was good with 7. I watched 7.
7 was enjoyable.
I watched 7 much.
I'm the outlier that says that 8 would have been good had we just stuck to people's guns, but then it felt like we went with it and then started pulling back and going, no, that's not what we want.
No, man, my biggest even Mark Hamill's like, that's not Luke.
No, that was
that's not
8,
Luke.
The guy who did so the director that went in and did 8, he completely changed.
We're not going down this rabbit hole.
We are. We're there already. We're already there. We're knocking on it.
Dude, we're gonna go to 11 like we always do. It's fine.
Yeah, he really changed up a lot of stuff, because like if you saw the third movie, number 9, it was Abrams coming back to clean up a lot of the mess. So it's like the whole Black Storm, the whole Finn thing was
Snoke they killed off too quickly. Yeah. There was no real story building there. There was just so much wrong with it.
It's exactly, it was a carbon copy of A New Hope, and I was good with that nostalgia because we were finally coming back to it. I was like, just give me a good 8 and 9 and make it your own. And they were like, I'm gonna drop my beer
on it. Yeah,
they even killed off Captain Phasma in a unfashionable way. Like, you wasted a great character right there, Captain Phasma.
What was the most egregious thing in 8? I'm trying to remember which one that was. Was that the one where the whole thing could have been sorted out with a simple conversation with the ship's captain?
Yes, that's that one.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I'm on board with that.
My biggest gripe with 8 is what they did with Luke.
Yeah.
Him getting that lightsaber and throwing it over his shoulder took me out of the movie so fast. Very beginning? Yes. I was like, because you end 7 with her meeting him and holding out this fucking lightsaber, his father's lightsaber, and then he grabs it and tosses it over his shoulder. I'm like, what is this? No. No, I'm not here for it. And then he's all pissed off. But we got to see him drink drinking
green milk
from some fucking alien titty. Like, I don't understand.
Like, the whole disillusionment and him being cut off from the Force and all this, the entire story of what they did with Luke after everything that happened in Episode 3. I mean, it just didn't make sense. It just didn't make sense. Especially if you read any of the legends.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Because, he was actually successful.
Right.
In bringing back the Jedi Order.
Fucking stupid.
So now we need to now it's been 30 years at this point, and Rey has to build the Jedi Order, and that is what we're going to see in this one movie.
And then you're gonna see everybody being like, "No,
I like Ray. I like Ray.
No,
I like.
I thought Ray was fine.
I thought Ray was great. I enjoyed Ray. I just feel like I just didn't know what the fuck they were doing. And then J.J. Abrams is good at adaptations, but not like original shit. So.
Well, I mean, again, he only directed the first movie, and then the second movie he got to direct was number 9. It was more of like him cleaning up the mess that was left by Rian Johnson, because again, there was just no cohesive storytelling between the 3 movies. And
he's no longer doing his trilogy, so that's cut. And I'm like, I'm good with that. Just keep doing your mystery movies.
I don't think it made sense for him to do his trilogy, because it's like, if that was his whole, Rian Johnson was supposed to do a trilogy for Star Wars, but he didn't want it to take place in the Star Wars universe. He wanted to do something original, and that's where the problem was with the movie, was that 8. It felt like he was trying to do something really original and completely like demolish everything that was already laid the groundwork that was in the movie that was a carbon copy. Like, you had a cool character named Captain Phasma, who you just dies in the fiery pit. So you waste Gwendolyn Christie, who we didn't get to see that fight scene we wanted to see. Thank God he didn't get to touch the Knights of Ren, because if he did, he would have wasted them, because they were supposed to be guarding Snoke, and it's like, you wasted Emperor Snoke in that scene. The whole love story between Finn and this girl was like kind of forced, because we didn't need that. And then like it was just the whole thing that he was force sensitive was put on the wayside. Like, it was just not really even mentioned in this movie. There were just a lot of things in that movie that just completely, and like Hassan said, with Luke Skywalker, and then the whole thing with Rey's parentage. It was like, they completely like erased it, like, oh, your parents were nobodies. It's like, you're leading up to this thing. A lot of people are assuming Qui-Gon or everything like that. And then they were like, well, now we have to come out with big surprises and everything to bring people back in. And the 9th movie was just trying to clean up a big mess, but it made things even more of a mess with the cleanup that they were trying to do.
I gotta see 9 again. I don't remember it at all.
She's a Palpatine. Good.
Oh, yeah. Somehow Palpatine returned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they killed Snoke.
Yeah.
We got nothing on Snoke.
And we got no story behind it, and we don't know where Snoke comes from. We know nothing because they killed him off in 8.
Yeah. So Ryan,
and in a whack ass way. Knights of Ren was not
whack ass.
Like I said, it was Fast and Furious in space.
It was a space car chase. No, my biggest problem was that the freaking captain in 8 that just galled the shit out of me. She's like, I'm not going to tell you what the plans are. Well, no, but if we know what the plans are, then we can do the things. Well, I'm not going to tell you. I'm the captain. Nah. And then like she does all this stuff that's like totally looks like she does not have the ball, and so he's like, okay, well, I'm going to go do this other thing. And she's like, oh, but I'm the captain, and you have to do the things.
Well, that's when we had the Space Leia scene, too. Space Leia flying like
Space Leia.
Superman.
Yeah.
Like, when did Jedis breathe in space like that? This is
Yeah. All right, I'm on board. 9, not so good. Or 8, not so good. 9 was all right. 9 had all these stupid coincidences.
Like, it was a cleanup.
Okay, all right, fine. But like the freaking medallion that just happened to match with the wreckage of the goddamn Death Star. Like, come on.
No, it's not even.
Would only match it if you're standing in that exact freaking spot. Like,
it had the creepiest line when Lando was hitting on his, like, the people were like, that was supposed to be his daughter, but it sounded like he was more like he was hitting on her.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah. That the random woman that's like the rebels, like that's Lando's daughter that was taken, and it looks like he's hitting on her.
Yikes. You keep saying clean up, but clean.
Accurate.
It's
true.
true.
Oh yeah, it's accurate. It's that's what happened. It was a dirty mop, and it just made everything worse. It's like, yeah, we gotta clean up if this guy left over. It's just like, Ray, I gotta tell you something. That's Finn's whole line throughout the movie. Like, Ray, I gotta tell you something.
I know. Like, who thought that was a good idea?
And then it led to nothing.
Did he ever tell her something? I don't remember.
No.
He never told her?
No.
He never told her thing, and then everyone was like, "Is it that he loves her?" Because that would be like the only thing that would warrant this. Because if you're gonna fucking tell her that he's force sensitive too, we all fucking knew that when he picked the lightsaber in the first episode 7.
Right, I gotta tell you something.
Yep.
That's what he was
No, my
regulated to.
the favorite thing was when she finally kisses Kylo and then he fucking dies. And he just apparates into nothing.
Okay, yeah, I gotta go back and watch this.
Bad movie.
What is this? What is this? I was like, what do you mean?
And then their love story was just out of nowhere. It was just dumb.
Oh my
and
god!
what about Rose? Like in the first movie, he's all about Rose and shit. And then
no, that's the 8th movie. That's the second movie.
That's an 8.
That's the force. That's the forced love story. Was the whole thing with Rose?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
And
well,
then
the problem was it was like everyone was like, yeah, the forced love story with Rose. Everyone was shitting on this poor actress for whatever reason, and then you had that on top of how everyone wanted Poe and Finn to be together. Like you had this hurricane.
Poe and Finn.
Yeah. That was a whole thing. Because John Boyega and Oscar Isaac had really great chemistry playing off of each other. So people were like, this would have been really would have been cool to see in Star Wars, and I think they were up for it, but it never happened, you know. But like you had everyone treating Rose like shit, and then the forced I don't know.
What the fuck was that all about anyway? Why were they shitting on her?
I don't know.
Because they shouldn't have shitted on her, and I think it was wrong what people did. I think she quit social media too because that's how bad it was.
They literally bullied her off of social media.
But it's like people were blaming her for her character, but it's like that's how her character was written for the movie.
They're blaming her because of her character. They were saying, like they were just being really fucked up with her about a lot of shit, and it just got out of control.
Yeah, see,
lame.
Now I almost think she wasn't going to return for that 3rd movie, but they gave her like just a limited role. Like they cut back her whole role.
New force powers, like force mail delivery system. A kiss moment may go from space opera to space soap opera. Accurate.
It was just dumb.
You gotta separate their hate for the characters from the actors. Yeah, I was never really a fan of Jar Jar, but Ahmad Best, he's fine.
Yeah,
he's fine. God
Jar
bless
Jar
him.
sucks.
Jar Jar sucks.
But are you
Ahmad
gonna go
Best?
and tell some random guy he played this character? Like, come on, man, grow up.
Yeah,
grow the fuck up.
No, I saw this video of Anakin, not Anakin, the guy who plays
Carlo?
Anakin. No.
Oh,
the guy who plays
Christian
Anakin.
Christian Anderson.
Yeah. So I guess the most recent convention that Star Wars had, and he comes out, and he received a whole lot of love from the audience, and his role in bringing it back and everything, and they were like. He got really emotional because apparently he didn't get the flowers when the first trilogy came out or whatever, and him coming back and being able to fill the role of Darth Vader and doing the aftermath, and he was just like, it was very full circle and interesting to see his response in something that might be considered bittersweet. Like has he done anything acting since
he had like
role?
an action movie after.
Yeah, but it didn't pan
He
out.
did like Looper, and he did like a heist movie and all sorts of stuff, but nothing really major. I think the biggest deals with that is like one, as we know, fandoms could be toxic, but fucking Star Wars fandom, toxic as all hell.
But it's like also too, it wasn't like how like Twitter's out now, like how they were just getting bombarded like crazy. But at the time, like people getting all the hate mail, like the guy who played Jar Jar, he got a lot of crazy hate mail. But no, yeah, Hayden Christensen was I think he was just one of those actors that was a victim of being the flavor of the month. Like we're just gonna put you in all these movies. It's like Channing Tatum. He was like, "Listen, I'm just gonna do all these movies because he goes, I know I'm not a great actor. I'm just gonna do all these movies."
You're not comparing Channing.
No.
To
No. It's not that. It's just that when you get an actor like Orlando Bloom, they were putting him in a lot of action movies.
No, hold on.
No, that is also not a good one either.
Hold on. Hayden, if Hayden Christensen's in Ahsoka, that will be cool. If that is true, Hugo.
Yeah.
No, Hayden Christensen's different because he was in a couple movies after Clone Wars. I remember them being there. I will say though, I think both Anakin actors. I think the child actor for Anakin also got fucked over from people, and Hayden Christensen also went through his drama. But like, it's the writing. It's George Lucas's writing.
George Lucas' writing was trash.
Because Hayden Christensen's lines in Clone Wars Episode 2 are garbage. Garbage.
Yeah.
The sand scene, garbage. I murdered them like they were animals. Like, it's just garbage. And not just the men, the women and the children too. Like, I give a pass to Revenge of the Sith because it is one of my favorites. It's just like, it's up there, one of my favorite Star Wars movies. But
yeah, me too.
IMDb king.
But fucking Clone Wars, there's a reason why Clone Wars is on the low end for a lot of people.
Yeah, no, that
Yoda fight is what saves that movie. That's it. That last duel is what saves that movie.
George Lucas screwed that prequel up in dialogue and scripting. It was
It's fascinating what he was able to do, because it was like the script and the dialogue was trash, but the man had his one story to tell through 3 movies, and we did get it.
And we ate it up.
Consistent.
And we ate it up.
That story was how Anakin became Darth Vader, and we got that. We got it.
It was consistent. Where it was this sequel trilogy wasn't consistent.
Yep, there's just 3.
I'm just so happy that it seems as though Star Wars has broken its need to constantly be on goddamn Tatooine. I'm so glad that at least
we
now
got out
we're
the Bronx.
moving on. What's that?
We got out the Bronx.
No.
Tatooine is the Bronx.
Tatooine is not the Bronx.
It is the Bronx.
Yes, it is
the Bronx.
Tatooine is the Bronx. Tatooine is the Bronx, and the Jawas were the dudes who would put your car on blocks. Okay, come on now, come on.
Okay, I mean,
exactly. Val knows.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything now. I was gonna defend it, and it is
Jawa see a Honda Civic. That's just going on blocks. Okay,
and your mirrors, and your mirrors are going to. Yeah,
catalytic converter. They take that when you come in town. Like that, you stop at the toll booth. There's guys underneath with a sawzall. You got no
just
catalytic
your
converter.
Catalytic converter, yeah.
Yep. That's how you get it. That's your toll for getting across the bridge. I don't even know if there's a bridge.
There are many bridges.
Oh, there you go.
Several bridges. Yeah.
No, I meant into Brooklyn specifically. But yeah, there's actually a bridge that is actually named.
There's a few of those
the Brooklyn
as well.
Yeah.
This is a whole fact study.
Yeah.
Jerome Avenue and Hunts Point.
Yeah, pretty much.
They would be running the Hunts Point market, bro.
Be Jawa's Point.
Yeah.
Jawa's on the point.
Yeah. No, I know.
All right, I think
Hugo's giving me trouble. There's actually a bridge that's actually named after the place. Yeah.
You got the Brooklyn Bridge. You got the Verrazano Bridge. Actually, right to Brooklyn. You got the Gowanus. No, the Gowanus connects to Jersey.
The Gowanus is Staten Island to Jersey.
Yeah, Staten Island to Jersey. You got the
Jabba's
White
place
Stone Bridge.
The Jabba's Palace is in City Island.
Yeah.
No. It's in the south. I would say the South Bronx. It's
you gotta put it in like.
Used to be.
So you gotta put it somewhere where like the fake mobsters are. So you go to like City Island. You go to fucking.
And where all the fights happen.
I mean,
Sin City doesn't exist.
You do Sue's Rendezvous. You go up to like Yonkers, and you go to like New Rochelle or New York City. That's where they are because it's still close enough to proximity. It's still close enough to proximity of the Bronx and their territory.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right, it doesn't matter. It's okay.
It missed a wedge. That's where it was at. Hunts Point. No.
All right.
It's all bad. It's all bad. Bad stuff in the Bronx. I think it's that time.
It's that time.
It's been that time for an hour.
After we do Mandalorian next week, we do need to discuss. I don't think we got a chance to Ahsoka trailer and kind of like all the stuff that's coming up for Star Wars.
There's so much. There's so much.
We're looking forward to it.
Yes, that part.
Steady, you live in the Bronx. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and everyone who lives in the Bronx.
Yeah, like
most of us, not all of us, most of us aspire to leave the Bronx.
Right. That's why we're the authorities on like shit talking the Bronx.
It's funny. It's
the only ones that can shit talk the Bronx is when you're from there.
Right. Like
Pong's like, I'm the only one not from the Bronx. Thank God. I'm in Vegas.
Yeah, but I'm originally from St. Louis, so I know what it's like to hate your hometown.
The Bronx isn't that bad. Come on.
It's not that bad.
Hey, come on. What are you doing, huh?
I've
you have your yeah. It's the Bronx is still fun. We make fun of it, but we love it still. It's home of the Yankees. It's the home of Steady, Law, and other people.
Yeah, it's not anymore.
Val,
it's not
Val,
anymore.
You heard that? You're other people now. Like you're not in the Bronx. It was literally he said Law, Steady, and other people.
Yeah, no, whatever.
Rude.
I'm other people. Fuck you.
Listen, I was defending you last week.
I'm instigating the shit out of this right now.
Defending you last week after they were giving you shit. Damn.
She was Hennessy Boulevard over there.
Yeah.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
What?
No, I'm instigating shit. You know where you live.
Then.
Steady. I keep telling you, bro. Let's throw hands because you be straight disrespectful. Like, I don't even understand.
Just stand like 3 feet back. She doesn't have reach.
Yeah, it's Steady. Are you watching The Mandalorian? You want to come on next week, talk Mandalorian with us? Come on.
Oh, I got 20 on Val.
Thanks.
We haven't had you on.
Appreciate.
We haven't had you on the full
appreciate your faith in me, because these motherfuckers is hating on me. Thank you, Hugo. Thank you, Hugo.
Talk about. I ain't say shit. Who is these motherfuckers?
Mike's dirty. Go ahead, cause I'm with it. I'm with the shits. What's up?
Oh my god!
Just step on her Timbs. She'll be like, "What the fuck?"
Yo.
My beef and Brox too.
Oh my god!
Bronx. Come on now.
I love you guys. Oh man, I love you guys. It's a happy hour. No, this has been another fun episode. So next week, we're gonna talk Mandalorian. We're gonna talk Mando. You guys ready for that season finale?
3 episodes.
Three episodes to discuss.
Oh yes.
Yeah, from shitty to great to hopefully amazing.
Which one was shitty?
The she didn't like the Detective Scooby-Doo episode.
The filler episode is what I will refer to it as till the day I die. I was so completely
the Jack Black
annoyed.
and
you know what was great is that
Lizzo.
I didn't watch that episode the week of because I was busy, so I watched it back to back, and I was like, you know what, this wasn't so bad.
No. When you watch it live and then you got nothing to go on, and you're like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Wait, send her into
so bad.
rage mode. Ask her for tips.
Bro.
Okay, we can agree on that one. It wasn't terrible, but meh.
Pong, are you on next week?
Sure, why not?
Yes,
He loves us.
Exactly, Hugo. The one with the man in the DeLorean.
The man in the DeLorean. That's right. Yeah, no, I'm absolutely loving this season of Mandalorian. I'm really digging it. So yeah,
Great.
I'll come back.
With the exception of that one episode.
No, even that one episode.
Even
Lizzo is not a good actor.
No,
I have to say Lizzo is not a good actor.
What is the point of fucking knighting Grogu? I don't understand.
Because he's
What was
cute.
the point of the entire?
He's cute.
From what I had heard somewhere.
All right, we'll talk about it next week. We'll talk about it next week. Sorry.
Okay, all right.
So I take so much issue with that fucking episode. That it was a filler episode and it's so annoying.
We're gonna talk about save it for next week. Steady, if you're down, we'll bring you on.
And a referee, the Val versus Steady brouhaha.
Yeah, Steady.
Referee, I'm gonna eat popcorn. What do you mean?
Stale popcorn.
Same stale. Yo, I promise you, when I go to Vegas, because I'm gonna be in Vegas at some point of this year, I'm gonna just give you a brand new popcorn bag, please.
I'm telling you.
Oh, I have a new one. I'm gonna bust it out. Like, this is actually the last of the popcorn bag that has been
the last
here for months and months.
Oh my
but
god!
I do have a new one in the living room. I'll bring that one in.
Okay. All right, good. Please do, because I'd like it with some fresh popcorn.
I'm here to help.
Yep. I'm gonna go watch Ted Lasso.
Yes, I have to go see Ted Lasso. All right, guys, let's wrap up.
This has been another fun episode, nerds. This has been your boy Sebastian.
Been your boy Law.
Your boy Tone from across the hall.
And of course, last but not least, Vmac.
And
And I, of course, am the Mighty Pong.
This has been a mighty episode, guys, watching on demand, and we'll see you next time. Next Tuesday, same time, same hour, and same shenanigans. Peace.
Service announcement, everybody. It is April 18th. Get your motherfucking taxes done.